Did you have a bad makeup session or what? You trying to get ready for work and look pretty and...
Well, you see, this is what happens when you go to Vegas and, you know, you think you can have one more drink and then it sounds like, oh, how about a tattoo? Oh, that sounds good. Let's go do that. And then the next thing you wake up the next morning, you're like, what the f***?
I'm going to show you our next project. You've heard us talk about our hog buildings and kind of how our setup is. This is my original building. This barn is 11 years old. Then 5 years after this one, we built that barn over there and we built this connecting core and connected them. As you can see, these are our controllers. So we have two of these, one for each room. It's an Evolution 3001. For its day when it came out, it was a huge step ahead with where we were at the time that we put these in. What I'm alluding to is that it's like everything else. Over time, things wear out, you have problems. We're kind of nearing the end of life of those controls. We've started to have some problems with them. We've started to have some relay cards go bad. We've started to have switch issues with that switchboard. So, all of that said, we are going to change them out. AP, owned by the GSI Group out of Assumption, Illinois, they are going to help us switch this site over and basically update it. I've got my electrician coming tomorrow. We're gonna start the process of converting what we have over to edge controls. We're gonna do away with all of this and we'll have one relay box. Right here, next to this door, there'll be one display unit that we can look at, modify all three rooms. So that north building is one big room and then we have two rooms here. Everything can be done, accessed on this one panel. And then here, everything that's in this box and this box, the variable, the backup for both of these is all gonna be combined into one relay box. That was a lot to say that we're really excited because when we're done with this, we'll have all three of our sites and all four of our barns will be running the same controller on the same system. I like continuity. I like things to be the same between the barns. And so this is a good step in that direction. When you know better, you do better. So that's what we're trying to do. Is that an insurance commercial? I don't know. So long, old friend. You've been true and faithful, but it's time I'm trading you in for a younger model. The electrician was here today and he got most of this done. Everything is kind of streamlined and into one box. Kind of looks like a lot, but it's really pretty well thought out. Variables are here. This is the power supply. Sensors, your low voltage stuff is up here. And then these are all on-off stages and all the supplies snap on and off. It makes for fixing problems pretty stinking easy. And this is the head unit. So there's a guy from AP that is coming to set all this up. The old PSI service guy in me just couldn't resist. I went ahead and set up my hotspot and did the software update on it. And now then I am gonna go through and start assigning equipment. I'm gonna work on this for a little while and try to get all the equipment put in the controller. When the AP guy shows up, it'll just make everything go a little faster. I'm sure there's things that have gotten better and changed and improved since the last time that I ever programmed one of these. So he'll show me all the things that I'm lacking. We'll go from there.
Good morning, everybody. It's around 7 a.m. this morning. Dad and I are up here at site 1 or double site where we've been taking pigs out of. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. We probably have 8 loads total left in both these barns. And as you can see, a lot of them are big fat hogs ready to go to market. So we're gonna be taking out 4 loads tonight at 9:30. So Dad and I are gonna pre-sort them this morning, get that all done and out of the way. So come tonight when we wanna load, it'll go a lot smoother. We live by pre-sorting. I think if you can do it, go ahead and do it because it's just going to make your lives easier. It's going to make the pigs' lives easier, and they're going to be more calm when it comes to loading. Before we get started sorting, we gotta mark the pigs. We hadn't done that yet. We shut all the gates so that all the pigs are in individual pens. It makes it a lot easier when it's just Dad and I sorting versus having a big pen trying to sort out of. That don't work very good when you only have 2 people, but it works good if they're cramped into a single pen. So, and honestly, there's not very many marked pigs out of here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorting is just kind of a necessary evil when you're a pig farmer, but it's not the most fun thing in the world, especially early on when you start actually dumping a site. It's just harder. Pigs are wound up. These pigs have kind of gone through the process a couple times now, so they kind of get the gist of it. They don't get so riled up when you get in the pen. Yep, Dad's about done marking, so we'll get started here in a bit. What happened, Joker?
Well, I don't know.
Let's see. Smile for the camera. Did you have a bad makeup session or what? You trying to get ready for work and look pretty and...
Well, you see, this is what happens when you go to Vegas and, you know, you think you can have one more drink and then it sounds like, oh, how about a tattoo? Oh, that sounds good. Let's go do that. And then the next thing you wake up the next morning, you're like, what the f***?
What happened was I picked up my handy dandy can of marking paint, and I always grab it and look at it and make sure the point is pointed the right direction, and I picked it up and I thought it was, but I probably wasn't paying attention. And anyway, I went to spray a pig and I had it pointed right towards me. So rookie mistake. It's only my thousandth time and I still screwed up. So I like my first story better. Come on, come on. There you go, Tuffy. What have you been doing? What have you been spending your time at? Apparently nothing. Playing too many video games, I guess. I gave you all the feed you could eat and you did nothing. There you go. There you go. Point 32. I think that's it. Oh, one more. Sorry, one more. There you go, Tuffy. No time to be laying down on the job. Yeah, we got all the pigs sorted, so basically we got about just shy of 1,000 pigs left on this site, and we're taking out 640. We'll have about 400, a little shy actually of 400. And then we got to get everything flipped, soaked, and ready to go. And tomorrow, the AP boys are coming to make sure that this is all talking to one another the way it's supposed to, and we're missing a card. So when they ship these, there should be another card right here, and all of this stuff has to be hooked up. So the other room, everything's good, but we were short one card. So they're bringing that tomorrow. And if we're really lucky, we'll get Kevin Rath to do his chicken dance.
Hi, I'm Kevin Rath, and I'm the District Manager for Automated Production Systems AP. We're here at Tork and Sawyer's farm. We're going to be programming up the Edge 2 that was installed earlier this week, and we're looking forward to getting it operational.
Hi, I'm Blake Henry with AP Field Service Tech, and I'm here to assist Kevin today with the install of this Edge system.
So today's the day. We're finally going to get over the hump and get this thing cleaned up so this door can go shut, and there isn't just wires hanging out. AP showed up and they brought our missing card. So this box was shipped with 4 cards in it, and that box over there for the other room was shipped with 6. We only needed 5 over there, so we moved one down here, but we were still one short for these last few items. And so we're gonna pop this in and then get everything set, and we'll be in business. All right.
Yep, there's only, it grabs right up in the top. There you go. And I usually push here, down below, simultaneous.
Oh.
And I think you're in there. I think you're good.
Yeah, it looks like it. Because I have a short attention span, when we got half of this done, I couldn't help myself but see whether or not I could still half-ass program something. So anyway, I've gone through and set as much of the north room as I could, and there's some things that I didn't know. I shouldn't have said that because I want you all to think I know everything, but I really don't. But anyway, so the cavalry came today, so these guys are going to go through and set everything that I couldn't set, and then fix all the things that I screwed up and not tell me, so I still feel good about myself. You that aren't reading, he's got to figure out what's wrong with him.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to calibrate the sealing inlets. The Edge system does it really in a unique and simple fashion. We just go to the calibrate situation, and we're going to do it automatically. So we've been out in the barn and we set the limit switches so our inlets know what full open and full closed is. When we hit the automatic button, then it's going to drive the system to its fully open position, to its fully closed position, and then measure inertia. And when we reach the conclusion of all that, it'll have times for all its openings. Then, whenever we go to operate the barn, we'll coordinate the fans with the sealing inlets so that we're out allowing an adequate amount of air into the room through the sealing inlets that matches up with the fan power that's exhausting that air. Hit the done button, and it will keep that information and make decisions on how to open and close the sealing inlets. This is the Edge control. We're actually into the 2nd generation, or Edge 2, with this controller. But the original basis for doing an Edge controller, the Edge 1, was that we wanted to have a few features that the older style TC5 and experts didn't possess. Probably the first basis was that we wanted to have remote connectivity, that it could be internet based and people could look at it and manage things from their cell phone, from their iPad, from their PC at home, miles away. I don't know, for Tork, if he's on the beach somewhere, you know, that he can go look at his hog barn and manage things remotely. The next thing is everything around the world has moved into a touchscreen type of a position. And so we've got the full touch screen available to us so that you can move around and quickly find what you're looking for. If you want to look at for heat, different icons, production page with a little pig on it, or what have you. So you can manage your ventilation, your heating, your misting, your augers. Everything is color coded and real easy to move around with.
Oh boy, so we got everything in here. We have all 3 rooms running. It took us longer than we thought. We ended up spending pretty much the whole day up here, and my head's I did way too much thinking, but it's pretty amazing that you can put everything for this whole site into have it all in one spot. We love that, but it did take me longer than what I thought. So we didn't want to bore you with all of that, but I'll just say we're running long enough that We're real happy with it. If you've got an old control, if you got an old Evolution or something else and you're thinking about switching, we'll have a link in the description that you can go to AP's website and learn a lot more about the Edge 2. In an upcoming video, we're going to go through and show how we use it every day and maybe what the differences are over what we had before. And once we've run it a while and we've had a group through, we'll show you what we like, maybe what we don't like, and just talk about how we're using it.